Hello everyone, this is Jay High from Couch and Keyboard, and here I am again with another tournament preview of Supernova. Now this is a tournament that is one of my favorites. I used to go to this quite a bit. I am married with a kid now, got other responsibilities, can't really go as often, but I love keeping track of it. I even make like this document for my sub-region of Southwest Virginia. And I'll just put on here all these kinds of things of like pools to check, and it's great. I love keeping track of it. There's so much, and I think that every Smash game is something to appreciate. So I'm really glad to have this event. I've also been to it multiple times, so it's cool. A lot of people I know are entering, and so I'm really invested in this. Let's go ahead and go through. One thing that there's a lot of benefits is the pre-locals. Now, without Xanadu and some other stuff that's been happening, no cave, there's not as many venues that have these pre-locals. I mean, it used to be like Monday, Tuesday, like there'd just be a ton. You don't quite have that, but we have some good stuff. Right now, there's a tournament that has Rat Monster, Josh Man, Sunsei, Fred Melee, Juice Box. Like, it's pretty stacked. And so definitely, but by the time I post this tomorrow, it'll be already over. So we'll see if Rat Monster and Josh Man finally play, or if Sunsei can get the run back on Rat Monster. Who knows? Either way, it'll be good. There's also happening right now is a Rivals and Ultimate weekly. I think Zomba DQ'd, but that's how it goes sometimes. Might be Oolong Sweep. Who knows? But yeah, fun stuff. And this one is crazy, 235. This is pretty nuts, just with how many people are entering. Because Thursday is more of a chill day. There's only doubles for Brawl and Smash 4 in the venue that day. So yeah, so a lot of people are going to be entering this. It's a kind of a scuffed event, but I mean, it's pretty top heavy. You got Smub, Myth, and Rap. Those are three of the best like kind of defenders, along with Oolong and a few others. I mean, you got Shattuck, you got Atomic, Chubbs, 3K Flock. That's a pretty good mix there. So definitely curious to see how that'll turn out. And it'll be nice, kind of just gearing up to Friday, because there's a lot of pools that happen on Friday. Friday is not a doubles day. Like it is for a lot of tournaments. A lot of stuff happens on Friday. They also have a side event for some rival stuff. I haven't seen a Shadow Major for PM, but at least for Rivals 1 they're doing stuff. They even got Cake Assault to sign up for it, and a bunch of really good MVBA players. So that's cool. But the main event itself we'll kind of get into. Now there's a lot of events, so I'll kind of run through them quickly. Some more than others. I'll start with Melee, just because that's the one I'm most, I wouldn't say most. I think that Ultimate for Supernova and SmashCon, like that is one of the best tournaments of the year. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into this. They have a kind of a weird progression thing with some people getting buys. I mean, I guess that's fine. Is this how it's meant to be? Bone just doesn't feed in anything. I'm going to assume it is. Because, I mean, let's say Cody 301. Is Bones in this one? I guess because if it's 3 pools going in, because there are 48 pools, and it goes to 16 pools, so I guess you need 3. I guess that makes sense. It's a little wonky, but I think it's fine. For this, it's usually not the deepest thing ever, but you have some legacy players. I mean, you got Dizkid Boogie. You have some interesting matchups here. I think like this is fine. Giving some of the higher seeds a bye is okay. Oh, the schedule. The way they're doing this is much, much better. I feel like they could have maybe done this like to do like 32 pools or something like that, or 64. I don't know. Probably just kind of weird with the numbers. But the way they're doing it is the I forget if it was the Riptide method or whatever, to where they do round 1 pools, because you notice they're an E-wave. Instead of waiting until the next day and a ton of stuff happening at once, you have it to where they're doing it in the next wave. So you just do a 4-hour block of going up to top 64, like for these players. I love it. I love doing that. We'll see how, like, sometimes this is people's only major, so we'll see how some people that I know that are seeded to make it out, how they'll think of it. I'll have to ask them. But I think it's so much better to do. You got Seabass against Lowercase Hero. That could be interesting. Preeminent versus 7. I think Preeminent has a ton of bin experience, but you never know. Dawson and Daniel. Daniel, I don't know how much. And also Daniel against Hoborg. I'm very curious to see how Daniel will do here. Daniel spent a lot of time in Southwest Virginia. Zayton did too. They're 2 Virginia Tech players. But I'm curious to see how Daniel will do there. I think Daniel could definitely make it to Zane and see how that goes. Because Daniel and Zane haven't really played that much. Engan versus Kevbot is pretty interesting. Panos, Crudo, that's a tough draw for Panos, but you know, that's how it goes. Young Neil Dreffin. I'm surprised Young Neil's seated higher. I would expect Dreffin. Well, Young Neil's been good recently, so I don't know. H-Box versus another Luigi. That should be a clean sweep. Slug versus Captain G. Slug against another Falcon. Day Tripper versus Fred Melee. Now, Kevin Maples is a former tag of Day Tripper. A lot of Eve experience. I think they used the team as well. So, I think Day Tripper should be fine there, but you never know. This could be a good bracket for Fred Melee. If he beats Day Tripper, then that would be Slug right after, probably. So, that'd be a good bracket. Epoodle Forox. I feel like Epoodle is doing really strong currently, but you never know. I think Cappuccino is also a Luigi, so that could be interesting. We got Chew down here. Chew is scary. Gabe Glitches, I don't think should be seated above Chew, but I mean, we'll see. Sir Maris is back. That's cool. I think Sir Maris had had some kind of axe win in the past year or so. Arius I've heard is good. Swebby I know is doing fine. Rat Monster Agent, that could be interesting. Blesse against Swift, interesting. Pikachu Ditto there. We saw one, also my guy Corgi trying to make it out. We had one, I think it was what, Zach and Axe. Calvar versus Ultra. Ultra's been doing really good, just made top 30 for the summer. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, Josh Man should do pretty good there. Freezus is good. Reeve, I could see Reeve pulling an upset here. Mono, I think getting to Aklo could be pretty interesting there. There's a lot of combinations for this one. B-Bats, OG Kid, tough draw for B-Bats. But I don't know how much OG Kid actually has Peach experience though. Sunsei Misfire. Sunsei took Rat Monster to Game 5. Last time they played, I'm pretty sure at Gommel. Or it was at Gommel, I'm pretty sure it was Game 5. Speaking of Zach, the Pikachu, see if how that goes against which Guru's a pretty good local Falcon. Ben versus Vegas Matt. Two former or somewhat Luigi mains. It's probably going to be Sheik Fox, but both familiar with Luigi. Who knows if there's a counter pick there. Top 64, I think there's a lot of fodder to these events just because there's more casual people or people that only enter one major a year. It's like Smash Con Supernova is kind of the one that they do. It's not necessarily that bottom heavy, but it seems like top 48 is kind of when it starts to kind of get to that second level. These are good players though, nothing to take away from them. But I mean, Swift Zuppy, I think is pretty interesting just because Zuppy, having an up and down tournament last time. I feel like Spark has an okay bracket here. I would not be surprised if Spark makes it through. H-Box Slug, that's a tough draw for Slug. Day Tripper also has a lot of Frostbite experience against Ices. J-Mook Ben. I think Ben has beaten J-Mook in the Ditto before. Very interesting. Axe Magi. Cody is very good against Axe. But if Magi beats Axe and then gets to Cody, you never know. I mean, Cody has had some L's to Falco's, not even just Mango. I mean, like Ginger and all that kind of stuff. So, Zane Crudo, Zane Dawson, should be pretty simple. Axe preeminent. If I'm Axe, I'm a little nervous here. I mean, coming off a 49th at Gommel, like, you're gonna have to bounce back. KC Ultra, this could go either way. I mean, there's just a lot of people that can have some good runs here. Epoodle, Samaris, Swift. I feel like Swift has a decent bracket here, but you never know. And Magi, I feel like could be none. I feel like this is a decent bracket for Magi after a bit of a rough one, losing to Seabass. I'm curious where Seabass is. Is Seabass? Yeah, okay. Seabass over Young Neil. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I think it's a cool how close it is to Gommel, but Laud, I don't know if Laud's gonna repeat the magic. I feel like Joshman might be Laud, but we'll see. I'm feeling I think Zane's gonna bring it home. I want to see. I don't hate Cody, but I think it's better for the people that are entering a lot to win, I feel like we could definitely see a Zane dub here. I think Zane Cody Grands. I mean, wow, really chalking it up there. But I think that Zane Ratmonster, I don't know. I could see Moki beating H-Box and then Moki beating Cody. I could also see Moki getting 13th. So, I don't know, man. Like, this is a tough bracket to predict, especially after last week was so crazy and you have a lot of the same people and then Cody on top of that. I mean, that's so cool, man. Like, this is a really cool combo. Now, let's get to Ultimate Singles, which is pretty nutty itself. This, we have no Japan, but it still has a ton of East Coast players. We got people traveling from Mexico. I mean, this is going to be good. I'll go to phase 3. I feel like it's a little bit, just because more people advanced to round 2, just because there's twice as many entrants. For Melee, I looked at it, 800, I think it was 813. That's a pretty normal number for SmashCon Supernova. Last year was crazy because of the Ludwig boost, but this is pretty normal. And 1500, normally you might see a little bit higher, but this is still fine. Mars is back. I could see Mars doing really good or really bad. It's hard to tell. Eligman, I forget how to say it, but definitely could. I feel like we could see a winner's quarters here. This is not a bad bracket at all. Shattuck, I feel like could also come back and make a run. Peebnut looks like a really good bracket here. Dude, Peebnut could just go through, man. I think Peebnut's beaten Spargo before. But yeah, no, this is it looks good. A lot of killers here, man. These round 3 pools, dude. I mean, Bulbor Bob, Pharaoh, Microwave not even getting here is, Oolong, Free K-Flock, No Tag. No Tag has had some good runs at previous SmashCon Supernovas. MBD, I'm curious to see how he'll do. Ripcord is really good. I can see Ripcord beating Dominator. Delaboyd, Paris, that's a hype set. There's just a lot of local, this is the thing about MBA is it's not that top heavy, but there's a lot of people all around this level to where it became people outside of the PR would get these crazy upsets. D3 will beat, what's it, Mudays? I forget. No, Smub beat Mudays. D3 Bill beat someone, and it was so crazy because he wasn't even ranked in MVDA. It's like unranked MVDA has a lot of killers. And I mean, we have the Carolinas, you got Tri-State. Like, this is going to be a bloodbath here. I mean, Omega, I could see going on a run here. Chugs, Brujo, that's going to be... Brujo's probably going to go. Kazuya there. But we can get Chugs, Beast Mode Paul, and the Hero Ditto. That'd be nuts. Wrath, I think people don't really like the root for Wrath, but Wrath has a decent bracket. I feel like Mutace has done pretty good against Sonic. So this might be kind of tough here. But Lima, I think, has a good bracket here. If you can get past, some of the Latin America guys. Bayo versus Rob is pretty good for Bayo. So, yeah. Good bracket for Mutace, too, because you can even get Sonics afterwards. Because I don't see Tweak beating Sonics. So I would not be surprised if Mutace goes on a run. There's a lot of people that have this potential. I'm not saying that not having Japan is a good thing, but don't give up on this tournament. It's still going to be super exciting. I mean, we can see Shining Mark going up crazy around like some of these pools are just crazy. And Ultimate Doubles is usually like the biggest doubles tournament of the year. A lot of high level. I mean, Gamo, it was not really that big in terms of like top level, which it was smaller. But I mean, some of these teams are going to be nuts. Louis Money, Base Mage, that's really interesting. I know Louis Money's usually with Karama, but yeah, some tri-state teams. I don't think MVD is Texas. I remember him being at a Texas tournament, but he was Louisiana for a while, or like Florida. Either way, Atomic Peanut, we'll see how they do. Some heavy projectile stuff. Double Peach here. Dark Wizzy. I mean, Spargo's really good in doubles, and also Cloud is good in doubles. New England here. I mean, this is going to be a good bracket for sure. I'll kind of run down just in the order they are. 64, they have it. People think there's 155. No, you got to count them all. People start here. And ever since I've been doing the series of like paying attention to different like mains of each character, this has been a really big event to pay attention to. And this is, I think Isaiah's DQing, but I mean, this is pretty stacked. You got Karava, Wizrobe, Wario, Boomfan, and I mean, it takes a little bit of a drop, but that's still good. I don't think Wario has attended. Karava's won a lot of Smash Con Supernovas. Boom is a classic, so this is going to be a pretty interesting one. My guy Quapples looking for top 16. We'll see if he gets it. He's been doing really well, so we'll see. Wii U, my guy Average is one of the higher seeds. I don't know if he's seeded to get top 24, but he's at least kind of high up. Let me check top 64. I know he's predicted to make it out. Yeah, so we'll see if he can go on a run here. But, there's a decent amount. Mistake is one of the main people to do well. I know Jules. I think Jules got top 3. Pretty sure. But I think one year they banned Bayonetta, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to enforce a ban on a game that is not as popular, but so much of the game is based off of Bayonetta? Like, I just don't get that. But, Cam Steele, we'll see if NC guy himself can get that high. Sam Sora, that's interesting. It's hard to know, because like this game is the most similar to Ultimate, but it's still pretty different. There's a lot of characters not in it, with pivoting and more committal. You can't just run up and do a smash attack. It's there's some commitment in your foxtrots and whatnot. So that'll be interesting. I don't necessarily watch Brawl, but I know, what is it? 686M has won a lot of them. Player 1, I think, won last year. Chia, Pelka, Gunner Maniac. This is kind of your typical crew. So it's interesting. Melee doubles 142 is really good. That's one of the larger doubles brackets of all time, I think. We'll see how Aklo does. I feel like Rat Monster Seabass could go on a run. I mean, Rat Monster what was it, Super Ginger. They had a crazy run at Gommel before those French sisters kind of got him out of there. Axe and Nun, I think they teamed last week. We'll see how they do there. Cody Dizkid, that could be interesting. I assume Dizkid's very washed, but I mean Cody could definitely go on a run. Zuppy Artan, that's a tough matchup for both teams to run in that early, but we'll see. I mean, doubles is a scramble, so I think it'll be fun. Rivals 1 is pretty stacked. Yeah, I think that Cake is only doing some of the side events, but Quackles is really good at Rivals 1. Rice has been going crazy. Gritty and Bucket, they've been doing good. A lot of these guys I had for Invitational. I did 2 Rivals 1 Invitationals. One was 16, one was 32. For the 32, I forget. I don't think I had Gritty for the second one. But Gritty got like 4th. Bucket, I think like top 12. Rice got like 4th. Real Man, Jubilo, Nemi, Menace 13. I had a lot of these players at my tournament, and it's cool. I'm glad that Rivals 1 is like back on the roster. That's pretty cool. 64 doubles. They do it on Sunday. We'll see. This is usually kind of just a throwaway thing, but it could be fun. I mean, people were entering this a fair amount of high level, so I think it could be cool. Wii U doubles. This is one of the Thursday events. I know Average is supposed to be in this one, and it's supposed to make top 4. So we'll see how Average does. Rooting for him there. Super Locales, I think, goes Sonic in here. I think has a Kirby as well. But yeah, and then Knockout Tour. This is gonna be. See, I don't know if the Mario Kart like players. I don't really know. So. And it's hard to kind of project it. This is just going to be I mean, this is a lot of players. 624 entrants is a ton. I know some people doing this. We'll see how they do. But I assume it's only one person advances, and so that's a pretty brutal thing there. So we'll see how it goes. I think that could be fun. There's also like Coney Fest, so there's some more casual stuff. And then we got Rivals 2. Kate coming off of 5th place. This one doesn't seem. It's still stacked, but it's a different group of players. Which also Gommel has some DQs, but I'd say it's probably more stacked, but you don't have a lot of the same. You don't have who was it? You don't have Sandstorm. You don't have Ranganshu. You don't have Godly, FPZ, Bullets. But this is still good. I mean, like, East Coast is strong. Like, Toronto's kind of East, but it's like more like Midwest East type thing. And so I think that this could. I mean, Cheese Potato is seated high, but I don't know, I've been a little bit out of the loop for Rivals. I still got to catch up on my quarterly report and all that. But Lucius, we'll see if Lucius can bounce back. Hyperflame, really strong PM player. Stango, speaking of PM, I think that Stango could maybe get another win here. It's been a little bit, but yeah, no, this is going to be awesome. I'm really going to enjoy this event. I mean, I think that Elephant in the Room, it is much smaller than last year, but they didn't choose to go away from Dulles Expo Center. It's turning into an IKEA, so it's kind of out of their control. But this is bigger. I know some people don't like Baltimore. I've been in Baltimore. I've been like right down the road from this, right near this aquarium or whatever. It's fine. There's a little bit where it's like, sometimes you gotta roll up your windows for the people cleaning your car or whatever. Just don't talk to them. But it's fine. I think people are freaking out about it. I think Baltimore, they watch too much of The Wire and think that it's gonna be a shootout across from the friendly setup. It's not going to be like that, man. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, lack of Japan for Ultimate is a little disappointing, but it's going to be like, that just means you have more people that are like at a nearby level. Like, it's going to be a bloodbath. I love like round 2, round 3 pools of Supernova specifically. I think like for Ultimate, it is so stacked. There's so many people going at it from different regions. Like it is, and like it's being there in person and watching these like round 2 pools. There's nothing like it. It is electric. I mean, you got number 5 from here versus number 8 from there, and I mean, it's hard for MDVA to defend the house. It's easier now, but we'll have to see if Smub. I don't think any of them are seeded to make it this far, but like it's been very rare for someone from MDVA to make it to day 3. I think Jules did it back when I think she was Tri-State now, but she was in MDVA. She did it with Steve, which also the Steve nerfs is a big deal. I mean, I could see Smug, I could see Myth, Rap, Oolong, like you know, you can get a good bracket and make it up there. You never know. Cola, is Cola entering Melee? I'm very curious. Cola might be focusing Ultimate, trying to bounce back, but even still, it is so cool to have it boom boom, and then CEO is the 3rd boom. Not quite as big. It's going to be more of a a traditional fighting game event. But I think it has like 300 entrants. For the brackets, I think one of them might be a little smaller, but it's fine. Like this is gonna I feel like the end of JJK season 3. Shibuya. With Akotsu. Like I'm full down, like this event is gonna feed people, man. Like it is gonna be awesome, and there's just so much good stuff. Like maybe there's a little bit more fodder, but like once you get through that, it's just, I mean, it's gonna be so many important, impactful sets that like people still talk about. Like, oh, I made it this far like 3 years ago. Like it's just awesome, man. I'm very excited. I'm going to be watching pretty much all weekends. And yeah, tune in, man. Like, it's an awesome event. Watch it. Peace.